Studio 8 coming through with Black? I'm interested. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. That's right, anything that's live action is fair game. So let's talk about some news that went under the radar for me, which was of course Black. Now Black, if you didn't know, is a comic book series basically following the premise if Black people had superpowers, and only Black people. How would the world react? How would the world see them? How would they see themselves? How would they act towards the rest of the world? Would they hide it? Would they show it? Would they kind of like form their own groups? How would it work out? You know, how would the government handle this? How would the international community handle this? And you have an opportunity for some deep storytelling, a lot of lore, and it ends up being a very interesting ride, and it opens up a door to a lot of different storytelling avenues. And I ended up having a lot of fun with it. I'll put it up right here where I did a read along with all 6 issues that first started. And they got some new stuff I'm gonna talk about a little bit later, but just give you the premise, that's what Black is about. Now, the cool thing about this is not only have the rights been picked up by Studio 8, but they also have named a director in Seith Mann. And I hope that's how you pronounce your first name, sir, because I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. It's S-E-I-T-H, I believe, and I'm just thinking it's Seth, or maybe I'm guessing Seth. I'm not going to try to pronounce anything else. But for now, Mr. Mann is going to be directing now. If you don't know his style, you can definitely put some trust in it, because not only has he been tasked to direct this, but he's also directed episodes of The Walking Dead, of The Wire, which is one of the dopest shows ever, Friday Night Lights, and also Homeland. So he's very, very capable. He's used to being behind that camera, you know, handling actors, handling sets, all that good stuff. So I think this is an opportunity for us to not only expand on the lore of Black in general, but also open up the doorways to view what Black heroism is. And I think Black Panther was a good way to get that door open, bust through them floodgates. And now I think we're hopefully seeing the positive residuals of something like that. Because of course, in the 90s, trying to get a Black superhero to do anything, even the early 2000s, I mean, we're almost at 2020 and we just got Black Panther. So, you know, seeing this come to fruition from a completely other studio shows some of the trust and the belief in a property like this, in heroism, with another face behind it or another face on it. And I'm definitely interested to see how this goes. Now we got some other stuff to get to in just a moment, but of course, first, Kiro Brand gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So I'm pretty sure you're like, okay, we got Black. It's about Black people with superheroes. You know, you got Studio 8, got the rights. You got Seith Mann, he's directed all kinds of stuff. So what should I grab onto? Is there any lore? Yes, there is a lot of lore that goes into the scientific aspect of having those superpowers, how they affect you, and how you're able to use those superpowers. So we've got a lot of lore there. We've got a lot of lore, of course, on the governmental aspect and how their response is and how their interpersonal relationships are at the governmental level, and their relationship to Black people and different Black groups and communities that have these superpowers. So you got the lore there. So you've got a lot of groundwork already laid in the first 6 issues. Also, you've got some characters to follow behind. In the first 6 issues, you see a young man who is unfortunately gunned down, and a group of kids that are gunned down when he finds out that he has abilities. I'm trying to be vague, just in case you haven't read it, that he has abilities and he has choices to make after that. And of course, meeting up with other people that have different abilities, and how they see the world and how they see their duty or their you know, freedom from duty. You know, some people might be like, I got powers and I don't owe nobody nothing. So you have a lot of lore there, a lot of conversation to be had. And hopefully in this movie or in this series of movies, they leave it open. I hope they show us society. I hope they show us how our international and our national community works around race, around racism. But I hope it doesn't try to answer any questions. I like when you just lay our society there in front of us and let us talk. I think it could be great, and I think that's what Black has done, for better or for worse, depending on who's reading it. But I hope that that lore, those characters, the drama that's in the book, and also a new book that's coming out I'll talk about in a second, gives us an opportunity to talk about it, to speculate about it, and to dive deeper, just like we do with, you know, with Fantastic Four, The Matrix, or whatever it be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very hyped for that, and I hope that it's written just extremely well. So before I leave you, I will let you know that they don't only have Black, but they also have Black AF that just dropped, I believe, last week, which is an extension of the first 6 issues, which shows people hunting down the traffickers of Black children that have power. So this story is continuing to expand, continuing to evolve. And I think there's a lot to be discovered on screen with this. So guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in them comments. Have you read Black? Are you interested in Black? Are you interested in seeing it on the big screen? I think this is something that could be extremely cool. So before I bounce, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourself. Please be good to each other. And remember, powers ain't always for everybody. Peace.